Our next, with that homicidal itch. This is why I say the things I say about Josh. Listen to this. Sometimes I get this feeling, a darkness in my soul. It creeps up in my body and always takes control. It takes over me completely, this evilness inside. I start to think terrible things. It's a dark and dangerous ride. My triggers, they are many. They always are all around. Stupid people acting stupid are those triggers that I found. Like when I'm at the store, you know, the express lane, counting those around me, there's a burning in my brain. A rage begins to build. I hate it, I confess. I know you saw the fucking sign, 12 items or less. A vein pops in my forehead. I feel that homicidal itch. God, give me strength, I whisper as my eye begins to twitch. I have to catch myself as my face turns purple, red. Close my eyes, breathe, calm myself, cursing under my breath. I must go to my happy place, it's the only thing to do, or else I might just lose my shit on stupid people just like you. When I stand in line, 20 minutes, maybe more, to order popcorn at the movies like a million times before, the person who's in front thinks he's so cool and chill. He doesn't decide what he wants until he's standing at the till. The rest of us must wait as the kid at the till explains what his snacking options are. I find it hard to refrain from calling out this moron who is wasting precious time. Hey you stupid fucker! Get back in the line. He hums and haws and can't decide. Line can't move any slower. I'm gonna miss my movie. My anger's boiling over. A vein pops in my forehead. I feel the homicidal itch. God give me strength, I whisper as my eye begins to twitch. I have to catch myself as my face turns purple red. Close my eyes, breathe, calm myself, cursing under my breath. I must go to my happy place, it's the only thing to do, or else I might just lose my shit on stupid people just like you. Driving down on the Deerfoot on a beautiful afternoon. Some stupid moron in a sports car is driving like a buffoon. Speeding through traffic, aggressive zigs and zags, makes a last minute exit from 3 lanes away. Cutting off everyone in the other lanes. He can't block, he can't drive a few more blocks. Try and turn around again. Cars swerving off the road and slamming into each other. Because of one stupid moron, we're in a jam for hours. A vein pops in my forehead, I feel that homicidal itch. God give me strength, I whisper as my eye begins to twitch. I have to catch myself as my face turns purple red. Close my eyes, breathe, calm myself, cursing under my breath. I must go to my happy place. It's the only thing to do, or else I just might lose my shit on stupid people just like you. Oh, how I love my happy place. It's the only way I cope. Without it, I may lose my mind, my freedom, and my hope. My happy place is imaginary, a place inside my mind, where I deal with stupid people and scratch an itch of mine. My happy place is lined in plastic, with a table in the middle. So I don't worry about the mess, stupid people's blood and piddle. The perfect place to dispose of stupid people in my mind, where I can calmly next to them while I wait in stupid lines. I get to scratch that itch with no threat of doing time. I get away with murder in the kill room of my mind. That's Josh Forbes. That's not me. I don't kill nobody. A poem I'd like to perform is called Death by Numbers, as the title sounds. And for whatever reasons, fortunate or unfortunate, we all think about time ticking. Things like this make us think about time. Time are numbers. And sometimes numbers themselves will be the death of us. So this poem is Death by Numbers. There must be something wrong with my arithmetic. This ill-divided world could truly make me sick. For all I've ever needed to learn in life has got my mental on the blunder. Every time I turn around, I'm being fooled by a number, schooled by a number. I once, twice, thrice heard that once 1 and 1 was 2, after 1 before 3, but it also was 11. And I uncovered nothing lucky about the fabled number 7, 4. Greed, lust, envy, sloth, gluttony, pride, and wrath. You do the math. We subtract from Mother Earth and then we start multiplying. While the virus on the reckless while the earth keeps dying. Some of us wonder why we keep on trying. Because no matter how much we got, we act like time be ticking hot. But truly this time, like an endless platoon, we be running out of room. We created 3 worlds cause we be running out of room. In the 3rd world, 4,000 children die daily. Due diligence to disease, distemper, dementia, destruction, disdain, depression, despair, and dysfunction. And we be running out of room. The 2nd world, containing concepts of calculating communism, created the construct commencing the crushing Cold War. And we be running out of room. In the 1st world, we got appetites like gigabytes. Environmental pugilists keep losing fights because the man be fighting techno hippies with knits for the nanites, nesting in the blackest undercover of forest-filled nights. And we be running out of room. Volcanoes exploding, the waters are bleeding, the soil is eroding, plate tectonics breaking down like ebonics. Our cultures are broken, Mother Nature has spoken, and we be running out of room. H1N1 present in swine since 1999, claimed 23,000 in a very short time. Avian flu gripped 5,000 by 2. As plague bubonic moved at rat supersonic. As tens of billions fell victim to chronic malaria and mosquitoes numbered man by the millions, while they bred by the trillions. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. So saith the shepherd, so saith the flock. Armageddon is upon us, my brothers and sisters. So saith the shepherd, so saith the flock. And we be running out of room. And then we aim for the stars to do the same shit to Mars. Because we're running out of room. We've been run by the numbers, like being run by the bulls. We've been done like dinner, but the belly never falls. Planet number 3 is determined to devour planet number 4 of 9. It must bear the bounty and the brunt of 7.2 billion. It's fine time to farm more land to fight the foreseen famine that it fathered. As we kiss the windshields of our cars, we think to buckle up and why we never bothered. 100, merely a suggestion. To 140, make speed a killer commitment. 2020 is perfect vision, but only sees in hindsight. Common sense ain't common till we see that bright light. Stop! Like a ticker on triple bypass. Come join the Zipper Club. Like some long grain rice with some NB in it. To save your fucking life it only takes 5 minutes. As men in white attempt to play hands of God. Tenuously trying to turn back time. Of 44 years of working 9 to 7, the fact you've been smoking since the age of 11, at least once every waking hour. Now at 5'4", you're squeezing 3, 2, 1 to the bathroom shower. Declining your 14 days to make 365 is the reason that you're lying here and barely alive. You're being ruled by the numbers, and this time it was a leap year. It was 366 to put your sorry ass here. Now life is all but a stopwatch. Quick ticking past the quintessential moments of your life. The quell to quest time, creating catalytic strife. The space-time continuum has got you on the ripple by breaking life down to its last participle. Your position peels down like a cool calculator. Now the number 8 looks like a defibrillator. You've been mastered by the numbers. And finally, infinity is realized by the letter C. Clear! Thank you. And one more poem, and one more by Josh Forbes. This is a poem things that just made me think. Unclasped, the single solitary style for hands to ask. When begging and quick-legging, always taking tone to task. When you're sweltering in sickly city sun, it's not a bask. For the soul is searing in your soul while sipping out a flask. As you hide your liquid guilt and shame behind a paper mask, it's gotta be the gravest game to get a clock to grasp. Hands on your head, keep your head on your shoulders. The sand on soiled skins and twisted wrists bear down like boulders. The haze is heating hotter and the katai keeping colder. And life ain't like a laundromat, so you can't feign the folder. The creation game is old, so break the mold and break the molder. And with an unpressed crease on full release, you blazing boulder. I pause to peep at placid palms that may have sketched out secret songs, sutured, futured sing-alongs, or paid a price that paid with prongs, or paid the blows of those who chose and reaped and sowed financial wrongs. These hands, they ask, unclasped, spread out. The only way that two hands can give, the only way that two hands can live. When the man sleight of hand suck a stab with a shiv, then they catch slipping slaps through the societal sieve. They are the collectors of the people in the pieces long forgotten, the pullers of the precious in the putrid, ripe and rotten. They be on the damn spotting, even after balled up fists for years of picking cotton. They be holding not a lottin', but they be not be holding out, cause manual dexterity shall triumph over gout. The kind to blind the mind to find the fellow man no clout, or swell your eyes so shut that you can truly see no doubt. And silently, they violently could stifle their bitch. No doubt, some hands spread out, uplift. In each and every single human being lies this gift. The same way there's a human being on each side of a grift. Manual manipulation made my money miffed. Spending, saving, stipulation, sick and sore and stiff. Through the miles and wiles of this society we sit. At times it's not about the gears, it's all about the shift. Through the griping and the groaning of the grittiest of grains. Traveling on tired tracks of terror trauma trains, the politics and politics of purpose-driven pains, presidential reigns, residential school stains, painted palms of poppy red are pressed through window panes. Shut your eyes and ears and mouth and shuffle through their shames. The only way to hit the roads and shift through other lanes. Make your move shift, embrace the downshift. You drive like you alive and long enough to uplift and letting go. A token task to temper for it fails to find your flow. I know sometimes it feels as though it's all against you know, but dropping it in ego is the only way to grow us all together, like a vine as I'm twining, as I'm twisting together. Vulnerability crafting the tether, vision and vision feel like the finest of feather. Inquisitive quills come crafting questions, honorable suggestions, beginning with that action to create those new connections. In order to switch click, to find the fine flow, some hands holding hands, some hands folding hands, some hands sold in hands, some hands letting go. Thank you. I would like to thank every single one of you all who have come here for this living tribute to Mr. Josh Forbes. Thank you all very much. You have heard pieces and bodies by 7 poets. He chose us. There was another one, Kate Tattersall. I'll give her an honorable mention as well. Couldn't be here to read some of Josh's poetry here tonight. I would like to believe that we all put our unique spins on it. We put our all into it. We put our own self into it. We imbued your words with our spirit. You've touched all of our spirits, every single one in the room, and many beyond this place. I would like to thank the Grand. I'd like to thank the Grand Theatre for hosting this first event. Let me tell you a short story. The short story is thus. I always have someone doing thinking with me, always doing thinking with me. When I thought of putting this together, you poets knew where we were going to do it. It was the last place I held my poetry reading series. And things went left of center and schedules and yada yada. And very simply, I was kind of feeling a little bent out of shape, not knowing where I would put this living tribute. At the same time, I've been speaking with my new, I call them the Grand Fam, people here at the Grand, and they said, wait, when do you want to throw an event? Very simple math, and I didn't make the equation, so Shannon did it for me. And she said, why don't you have the gig in the Grand? And I said, I don't know. And so I approached the program director, of the Grandad's Alexandra Song back there. I'd like to thank Jewel and our volunteers for manning the bar and the munchies and keeping us all in line tonight. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. So I approached Alexandra and she said, we'll talk about it. We finally talked about it and here we are. I can't really express how I feel in words, and that's obviously a weird thing for a poet to say, but that's really how it is. So what I'll do is finish with a poem from Josh that he gave to me, and I remember the first time I heard it was at Poesia Publicity, and he's introducing the poem. He says, I was thinking of Wakefield when I wrote this poem. I think it really relates to him on a level, and I'm just like, okay, what's it going to be? Because there's reasons I left Toronto, so what's it going to be? And he said, you know, check it out. And when I heard the poem, right away, when I caught where the poem was going, I said, yeah, this is for me. I love this. So this poem is called, I won't give it away. I'll tell you the end. I'll tell you the title at the end, because that does give it away. So here we go. I'd like to ask a question. I hope you'll share the truth. What would you say if I asked what was the soundtrack to your youth? How did the Saturdays of your youth sound? That early morning hour. Were you the kid who sang along, Heroes in a half shell to the power? Or maybe you were like Adam, sworn to defend Castle Grayskull from evil Skeletor, just like Battle Cat and He-Man. Or did you get sucked into the candy-colored themes, Strawberry Shortcake, My Little Pony? Did Care Bear Stare float through your dreams? Or did you hear that higher calling rolling out with Optimus Prime? Could you be heard singing Transformers? More than meets the eye. All those shows were great, part of my youth's retention. Still, there was one guarantee to get my 9-year-old attention. A show that was full of people built like cartoon characters. I watched every Saturday morning those muscle-bound narrators. Mean Gene's voice would grab me. Anytime, from anywhere. In a flash, I'd be on the couch in my comforter and underwear. A great big bowl of cereal. A big cold glass of beer meant I could watch every minute, never leaving my seat. Who would be victorious? Who would Mean Gene interview today? Would the interview go smoothly? What were they going to say? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the infamous Killer Bees, the much hated $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. When will the Ultimate Warrior start to fly around the ring? Will Rowdy Roddy Piper show up and do his thing? Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Sergeant Slaughter, the Iron Sheik. Who would be the good guys and who would be bad this week? What I get to hear, oh yeah, from the Macho Man. Tell me when Elizabeth Comes On was the director's from my dad. I can see old hacksaw Jim Duggan with his lumber by his side, giving a big thumbs up with a crooked smile and a crooked eye. Bam Bam Bigelow, that crazy tattooed head. Jim and Brett, the Heart Foundation, were a poster by my bed. Ravishing Rick Rude, the color for Coco Beware. I can still see Jimmy Superfly Snooker flying through the air. Mr. Perfect, Jake the Snake, good old Junkyard Dog, Shawn Michaels, the Rockers, the British Bulldog. I loved when Paul Bearer made a creepy entrance to the ring. It meant the Undertaker was nearby, and who could forget Sting? Watching Andre the Giant step over the top rope was just as exciting as watching the charismatic Dusty Rhodes, but it never really mattered who was going to be on. Because for this 9-year-old fan, there was only ever one. I was a loyal follower. I had his bandana and backpack. I tried to talk, walk, and be just like him. I was a Hulkamaniac. I was that 9-year-old kid flexing in the mirror in his room, practicing my leg drop. It was a devastating move. Who can forget Hulk Hogan? A definite hero of mine. When he sat up and began to shake, you knew it was a matter of time. I was that weird little kid, yellow shirt with rips clear through. What are you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Mr. Josh Forbes. Thank you so very, very much. If you haven't had a chance to monopolize Josh at all, now is your chance. I'm going to bring the reading to a close, and I would like to thank all 6 of these fabulous readers. Would you please somehow make yourself known? Alan Langman, Kirsten Sonnenberg, Toby Howell, Chris Edwards, Josephine Ray, and where is she back, Mitch? There she is. Josie Gomez. My name is Richard Briscoe. I'd like to thank every single one of you guys. And I would especially like to thank you, Josh Forbes, for touching all of our lives, man. We love you, man. Thank you.